Yo, we got Madonna, you're not saying Nightline interview December 3rd, 9 to 9. You feel me? 2 days after my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we here, it's finally here, 14 minutes long. We gonna see what she talking about, what he talking about, what they talking about. And let's get it, bro. If y'all see something over this video, I had to do it. Cover it up, block, because YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Controversial, but she is also certainly popular.
Let's get
Madonna's first 4 albums sold 48 million copies, and Forbes magazine calls her the top-earning female entertainer this year.
48 million, bro.
Madonna joins us from Los Angeles.
Crazy.
Am I correct in assuming that if an artist wants an album or a record to be very popular, you need to have airplay, or usually you need to have airplay on MTV?
That'll
Well,
help.
it's a very important marketing tool for an artist.
Yep.
Yes.
So should I assume then that you went through the ordinary process, that's to say that you, with MTV in mind, put together your video and simply submitted it to their standards committee thinking it would get the clearance that it always has?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Well, you know that or at least your record company knows that nudity is banned by MTV. They're not going to allow any...
Well, I'm not so sure about that, because when I did my Vogue video, there's a shot of me where I'm wearing a see-through dress and you can clearly see my breasts. Now, they told me that they wanted me to take that out, but I said I wouldn't, and they played it anyways.
Now, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? You're not saying controversy this, controversy that. It's not allowed. Whose fault is that? It's not her fault, because she told them no. You know what I'm saying? She said no. But they still went and played it after they told her to take it off. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
So I thought that once again I was going to be able to bend the rules a little bit.
Well, you certainly were bending the rules a lot more than you had in the past, or did you feel that you were well within the bounds that you had been?
Probably more.
I guess half of me thought that I was going to get away with it and that I was going to be able to convince them, and the other half thought, well, no, you know, with the wave of censorship being, you know, and the conservatism that is, you know, sort of sweeping over the nation, I thought that there was going to be a problem.
Well, when you say you thought you could get away with it, am I right? Have you sort of pushed the envelope a little bit with each one? With every video you've tried some new things, if only
I think so.
Experimenting for your own reasons?
I think so.
Well, I think that's what art is all about, experimenting.
Yeah.
But it is an expression. It is my artistic expression, and for me, a video is the filmic expression of the song, you know, a visual that describes what the song is about. And you've got to listen to the words of the song. You know, it's about a woman who's talking to her lover, and she's saying, tell me your dreams. Am I in them? Tell me your fears. Are you scared? Tell me your stories. I'm not afraid of who you are. And so, you know, we're dealing with sexual fantasies and being truthful and honest with our partner, you know, and these feelings exist, and I'm just
100%.
dealing with the truth here in my video.
Well, let me tell you why I asked that, because there are a lot of people in the industry who have said, look, this is one of the best self-marketers in the business. We have never really seen anything like it. And she knows how to push right to that edge.
Facts, bro. Facts. I can't think of nobody else who's done what she does or has done, you know what I'm saying?
And this was a win-win for you. If they put the video on, you would get that kind of play, and if they didn't, you'd still make some money. It was all, in a sense, a kind of publicity stunt.
Well, it may seem like it was a publicity stunt, and actually I was very lucky, but I must say I did not plan on selling this video. I just went in there to shoot it, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to think about whether it's going to get played or not. I'm just going to do it. This is how I truly feel about this song. This is how I want to express myself. And when we gave it to MTV, we asked them if they would play it. They came back a while later and they said no. I said, is there one scene or another that you specifically object to? And they said no, it's the whole tone. So we didn't really even...
The whole tone. Now MTV don't know what they saying then. In this situation, right? How are you gonna say no? She asks you what it is, and you're just gonna generalize the whole thing and say it's the tone. But then she just said that they said it was the part where her wearing the see-through clothing, right? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. This whole censorship thing is like, it's crazy.
Or another that you specifically object to, and they said, no, it's the whole tone. So we didn't really even have a chance to try to make it viewable. They rejected it completely. And so then I had to think, you know, with my manager, you know, what next? What should we do? And we decided, hell, you know, let's sell it. Let's sell it like a video single. It's never been done before. And, you know, the controversy just happened. It wasn't planned, but, you know.
Yeah.
But in the end, you're going to wind up making even more money than you would have.
Facts.
Yeah.
Probably,
so
yeah,
lucky
facts.
But the question that I think a lot of people are concerned about is you say you go into the studio and you want to illustrate this song and you're doing it in the way that you want. But they see a kind of trend where you are pushing the limits of sexuality. In this case, you have nudity and you have bisexuality and you have apparently group sex. And they're thinking that maybe you're... Pardon me?
What are you saying? You're saying I'm pushing the limits of sexuality?
No, you're pushing the limits of what's permissible. That you're carrying it a little further each time. And I guess what people are asking then is, where is that?
As she should. Shows she got balls and she doesn't give a fuck. She's actually letting her music and her videos speak for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck what anybody gotta say. I'm still gonna do what I wanna do type shit.
That line. Where do you finally say, okay, this is far enough?
That's a good question, but then I would like to address the whole issue of censorship on television. Where do we draw the line in general? I mean, if
But you can't go that far yet. First you have to tell me where you draw the line.
All right. I'm gonna pause a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Where does she draw the line? She probably doesn't even have a line and she probably doesn't want to draw a line. You know what I'm saying? And if there is a line, it's very fucking thin. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't want to be held back from her creativity. You feel me? Where they draw the line, that's up to them. But like, I don't know, bro, because like you see it nowadays. For example, you see people on Twitch, right? Somebody can be playing a regular game or watching a video like me talking about it, whatever. They get banned for whatever reason. But then you got a whole section on Twitch of pools, hot tub streams, and all that, right? These women in lingerie. I've only seen women. I don't know about men, you know what I'm saying? But women in lingerie, bro. It has its own category. You know what I'm saying? It has its own category on Twitch. But the person watching a regular, let's just say a SpongeBob video with their supporters, their viewers, gets banned because he said one word wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole censorship is just, it's like flip-flop with everything, everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
General, I mean, if
But you can't go that far yet. First you have to tell me where you draw the line.
Well, okay, I draw the line in terms of what I think is viewable on television. I draw the line with violence and humiliation and degradation.
Yep.
Okay? And I don't think any of these issues are evident in my video. That's where I draw the line. That's what I don't want to see.
But I guess that then one woman's
she
art is
wouldn't do
another
it.
woman's pornography. I'm thinking of the Express Yourself video. I mean, there are images of you chained. There are images of you crawling under a table, and there are a lot of people who are upset by that.
Okay, I've chained myself, though, okay? No, there wasn't a man that put that chain on me. I did it myself. I was chained to my desires. I crawled under my own table. You know, there wasn't a man standing there making me do it. I do everything by my own volition. I'm in charge, okay?
Yes, sir.
Degradation is when somebody else is making you do something against your wishes.
So I understand. Is the expression then of sexuality, so long as it's two consenting adults, any form of sexuality, all right on television?
Well, then I would like, okay, first I'd like to say I don't believe in censorship of any kind, but then I would like to say that I believe in labeling.
There you go. Say it again.
Adults, any form of sexuality, all right on television?
Well, then I would like, okay, first I'd like to say I don't believe in censorship of any kind, but then I would like to say that I believe in labeling.
Don't believe in censorship of any kind. Like I said, it's just flip-floppy in every platform, and anywhere you go, anywhere you see it, it's flip-flop everywhere, bro. No cap. Twitter's a perfect fucking example. No nudity, no this, no that, but then you got adult industry stars posting their shit on Twitter like it's nothing, and it's still up. You know what I'm saying?
And so then what I would believe in some kind of, you know, warning label, or some kind of label that would say to adults, you know, after a certain hour we're allowed to, you know, play these kind of adult themed videos, you know. But then, okay, so I've dealt with sexuality But I also think that we should also have categories for other issues that I think are not necessarily good for 10-year-olds to watch, okay? I mean, I think MTV should have their, you know, their violence hour, and I think they should have their degradation to women hour, and then we could have an hour where we deal with adult sexual themed, but, you know...
That'll be too much on their end, I ain't gonna lie. If it was to go that way, it'd just be too much work on their end. They probably wouldn't even want to do it if, you know, the opportunity was approached to them type shit.
To women hour, and then we could have an hour where we deal with adult sexual themed, but, you know, if we're going to have censorship, let's not be hypocrites about this.
Exactly.
Let's not have double standards, you know? I mean, why is it okay for 10-year-olds to see, you know, someone's body being ripped to shreds, or Sam Kinison spitting on Jessica Hahn? Why are we going to deal with these issues? Yep. Why is that okay? Why do parents not have a problem with that? Yep. But why do they have a problem with two adults, you know, two consenting adults displaying affection for each other, regardless of their sex?
Going back to my point of what I said, the hypocrite, censorship, being hypocrites to it, flip-flopping everywhere. It's good over here, but it's bad when someone else does it.
Madonna, you've raised about 30 important questions, and I think we ought to get at those when we come back.
Well, I only have a few minutes. So.
We're going to come right back after we pay some bills here, and we'll explore those questions in just a moment.
Ooh, man. How y'all guys feeling, bro? I'm sure a lot of you guys are with her and agree with her, you feel me? I do agree with what she's saying, bro. Especially the whole censorship thing. It's like, why is it fine over here, but it's bad over there? Why can this person do it, but I can't? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not strict. It's not strict at all.
Just a moment ago, you said despite your concerns about violence and degradation to women, maybe MTV should consider having an hour for violence and an hour that displays degradation to women, despite the fact that it's broadcast right into people's homes where their children could see it.
Well, I'm saying we already have these videos that display degradation to women and violence that are played 24 hours a day. But yet they don't want to have a video playing that deals with sex between two consenting adults. So I'm saying, you know, where do we draw the line? Why is this good for a 10-year-old to watch, and why is it? And I guess I was being sarcastic, you know.
All right, let me say this too. Let me say this. When it comes to, you know, the youngins seeing shit on the internet and stuff, you can't stop that, bro. I feel like you can try your best to stop them and avoid them from seeing shit, but what are you doing when they're in school? When they're in school, they're exposed to a bunch of people. Those people may not be censored at home like they like that kid is, right? They're exposed to so much, bro. I feel like I can sit here and say, like, while I was in elementary school, middle school, high school, I learned more about shit in school than I did at home on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And it's even worse now because the internet is so fucking easy accessible, bro. Every kid has a tablet. They have a phone. Freaking they're using their parents' phone. They got the television. These shows with their hidden messages of a bunch of shit. They're exposed already. They're exposed out the womb. You know what I'm saying? You cannot censor 100%. You cannot keep that shit away from them. You really can't. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube has a whole YouTube Kids thing, section, platform, whatever you call it. They have something specific to them. They're still in the regular YouTube site looking different shit up. They're still on it. Google. They can Google whatever they want. Whatever the questions they got. Google that. Pictures they want. Google videos. Google it. It's so much you can do, bro. It's just so much you can do with censorship, bro, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the youngins. But again, they're exposed at school. They're exposed to a lot of shit at school. Outside of school. You know what I'm saying? After school program, if there's like a building or anything they go to. It's not just at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Adult. So I'm saying, you know, where do we draw the line? Why is this good for a 10-year-old to watch, and why is it? And I guess I was being sarcastic, you know, to say, look, give me a chance, you know, let me have my slot, give me a warning label, warn parents so it doesn't take them by surprise so that they have a chance to take their child away from television, but also warn them about violence and warn them about, you know, scenes and videos that depict degradation to women.
But you know how very hard it is for a parent to control the child having access to TV. And
exactly. Bro, this is in the 90s. TV. Internet, I don't think was a thing, and if it was not easily accessible like it is today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much you can do to like prevent your children from seeing that shit, bro. It's like
and they sit there and they watch MTV all day long. Now,
Yes.
would you, if you were in that parent's position, and it was your 10-year-old, your 11-year-old, would you not be worried about their seeing this kind of stuff?
Well, personally, I wouldn't be worried about it, and this is why. Because I think that sexuality is something that Americans would really rather just sweep up under the rug. And I think that if my video provokes an open discussion, you know, maybe the kids will go and ask their parents these questions, you know.
Yeah.
If it provokes an open discussion about sex with their parents, I think this is a really good thing.
But Madonna, you have to help me here. When a 10-year-old sees you chained to the bed or sees your boyfriend bound up and another woman comes by while you're there, maybe you know that that's a fantasy, and you know that other people are able to deal with all kinds of sexuality, but a 10-year-old is going to get awfully confused here.
Good, then let them get confused and let them go ask their parents about it and let their parents,
let them
you know,
learn.
explain to them that.
Yeah, I feel like parents too, they try so hard to, you know, they try a lot to avoid their kids from seeing certain things. But then when their kid approaches them with a question that may be so uncomfortable to them to answer, you know what I'm saying? It's like now they start getting offensive. Where'd you learn that from? Where'd you hear that from? Why are you asking me that? Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't ever ask me that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. Everybody thinks different. Everybody believes in different things. You know what I'm saying? You guys may disagree with her statement. Oh, I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be opposed to that, or I wouldn't worry too much about that if my kid was coming to me asking me these questions. Like, I'm gonna let them know what it is. You feel me? Everybody thinks differently. Really, it's all opinion based. Like she said, watching a video, having, you know, that open discussion, you feel me? Pretty much is all opinion based, because not every parent thinks, you know, it's a good thing. Not every parent thinks it's a bad thing. Everybody, some are in the middle about it. It's like it's good, it's bad is good. It's I don't know, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
And let them go ask their parents about it and let their parents, you know, explain to them that it is a sexual fantasy and that these things exist in life, like they see violence, okay? It exists in life. It's not a pretty picture necessarily. You know, it's a frightening thing, but it's a reality. Why are we willing to deal with the realities of violence and sexism, and why aren't we willing to deal with sexuality? Why? I mean, the networks won't even play ads on TV that are about condoms, about birth control, about practicing safe sex. We're pretending like we don't have a lot of teenagers that are having sex in the world right now. Why are we, you know, why are we subjecting ourselves to this kind of ignorance?
Look, I'll tell you what their answer is going to be to you. They're going to say, you know what, we really are concerned about these issues, and we really are concerned that our children understand them, but quite frankly, it is our job to instruct our children, and we don't want you on television in the kinds of ways that you're on television, giving those images to our children. Thanks anyway.
So change the channel. Change the channel. Block the channel. I don't know. I'm pretty sure back in the day, even now, you can block a channel, bro. Put a pin on different certain channels. You got to put a certain pin to access the channel. But even then, it's like there's ways around everything. You feel me?
Vision in the kinds of ways that you're on television, giving those images to our children. Thanks anyway.
Well, guess what? They're not doing their job, because the teenage pregnancies in this country have reached, you know, a highest high. I mean, we have sophomores in high school who are having their second babies already, okay? And the rate of AIDS is raising in the heterosexual community at a really frightening rate, okay? So why is that? These parents are not doing their jobs, you know?
There is the question, and I guess this is what you're trying to tell me about, that you're balancing between an artist's need for self-expression, an artist's need to explore any kind of issue, and that certainly includes sexuality,
Mm-hmm.
and the responsibility that comes along with the kind of prominence that you have, and the fact that you're a role model for people. And I guess you have to wrestle with that, don't you?
The fact that I'm a role model, I have to wrestle with that.
Well, that there is a responsibility that comes along with your position.
Okay, you know what? I feel that I'm behaving in a very responsible way. If you say I have a
I think she is too. I think she is too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, she's an artist. She's expressive. She's creative. She wants to express and show the world all these different things, all the different things she has shown the world, right? She wants to do that. She doesn't want to feel restricted. You feel me? She's not, again, some people may agree, some people may disagree. I think she's doing all this, I feel like, but it's not really like, at least for me, when I watch her videos, it's not being forced onto me. You know what I'm saying? When I watch it, it's not like, it doesn't feel forced in my face, like, oh shit, follow this or research this or believe in, you know what I'm saying? It's not, for me at least, it's not in my face like that. For some it may be, for some it won't. But I feel like overall, from what I've seen and how how she's speaking and holding her own right here in this interview, and this is just one interview, you feel me? This is my first interview I'm watching from her. She's not, how do I say it? She's not trying to force it onto people. Again, it's open discussion. It's how you feel. Agree, disagree, it don't matter. She's still gonna keep doing her thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I feel that I'm behaving in a very responsible way. If you say I have a responsibility as a mainstream artist, whatever, I feel that I am being responsible because I am here, as I said at the beginning of the interview, I'm talking about the video is displaying people being honest to each other about their sexuality. They're not alienating anyone. They're not degrading anyone. It's about honesty. It's about the celebration of sex. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And that is my responsibility. And I'm also very responsible because I do deal with sexuality a lot in my shows and in my music. You know, I promote safe sex whenever I can. I put literature in my albums about birth control and using condoms. I am responsible.
But my point really goes back to that other question, and I'm not suggesting that you're not. I'm just saying that you have to ask yourself, or do you not, the question, when you go into the studio, or when you put on your show, you want to be able to explore these kinds of things because that's what art is. But at the same time, you have to reflect on what's going to be responsible. So then, do you say, where do I draw the line, or does it keep going further and further?
But as I said to you before, I am being responsible. You know, where I draw the line is what I said. I don't believe in gratuitous violence, and I don't believe in degradation. You know, the degradation of any human being, okay? And I would never promote those things in any of my art. And I don't.
You've taken some heat, I know, and you would like to have a chance to talk about it from
a lot of heat, you know what I'm saying? But it just comes with you speaking your mind and expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's just all opinions, bro. And like a lot of people, they just don't know when to leave an opinion an opinion. They gotta try to force you into believing their ways or telling you you're wrong. You feel me? Ah, man.
Some women who feel that maybe you're not expressing the values that they want feminism to express. For all the way from way back when you wore the belt buckle that said boy toy, to the Material Girl video, which they feel reflects old values of women, even if it was satirical, to express yourself. Do you have an answer to them?
To the feminists
who raise that kind of question?
Well, I would like to point out that they're missing a couple of things because, you know, I may be dressing like the typical bimbo, whatever, but I'm in charge. You know, I'm in charge of my fantasies. I put myself in these situations with men, you know, and everybody knows, you know, in terms of my image in the public, people don't think of me as a person who's not in charge of my career or my life, okay? And isn't that what feminism is all about? You know, equality for men and women, and aren't I in charge of my life, doing the things I want to do, making my own decisions?
I don't think anybody would question whether you're in charge of your own life. I do have a last question for you. What is the next sort of thing that we could be looking forward to? Do you have it in mind already?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. You can, at least me, in some points you kind of sense things like tense up a little bit. But when I see her smile, bro, I'm just like, cool, you know, everything calm. You know what I'm saying? This shit regular type shit. This some regular talking to her, bro. And she holding her own, bro. And I respect that. She is not. She's, you know, it could be a little. Some people might look at him and be like, "Yo, she's," you know what I'm saying? He's coming in too hot. It's kind of a little aggressive. You feel me? Maybe he's coming off as like you're wrong, but like she's holding her own. She's holding her composure. She's saying what it is, what she believes in, what she's doing, why she does it, and I fucking respect that.
Sort of thing that we could be looking forward to. Do you?
Look, see, I just her smile, bro. I'm just like, everything's smooth over here. You feel me?
Have it in mind already?
What is, you mean, you want me to promote one of my products? My
No.
up-and-coming products?
I'm asking.
My up-and-coming, button-pushing products?
No. That's not the point. The point is, if you will you continue to explore sexuality in the
Absolutely.
fashion that you have? Will you try to carry it a little further in a way that?
Well, I don't know. I can't predict what I'm going to feel artistically. I don't think anyone
Facts.
can, but it is a very important issue to me, and I'm sure I will be dealing with it more in the future.
I have no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
You were kind to talk to us tonight, Madonna. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for listening to me.
When we come back, we are going to look at some of the latest stories.
Sheesh, what an interview, bro. Damn, bro. It's heat. You know what I'm saying? It's heat. Like I said, you feel some points just tense up a little bit. But that just all trickles down to her giving us that big motherfucking smile, bro. You feel me? Damn. She really did pave the way for today's female artists. Such an interview would be unimaginable nowadays. Facts, bro. Especially now, bro. So much going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of disagreements, a lot of agreements in the world. A lot of more things coming up, showing on in public, on TV. You feel me? It's a lot, bro. It's really a lot. She didn't just push the envelope. She fucking ripped that shit open. She changed the whole game in the music industry today. It's unbelievable how ahead of her time she was. So fucking brilliant and fearless. This is probably the best interview Madonna has ever given on television in her career. I was quite impressed. I was quite impressive with her eloquent, genuine, and logical responses. Absolutely, bro. Let me see. She's smart as fuck. She didn't let anyone back her into her corner. Exactly, bro. That alone, you just gotta respect the fuck out of her. She don't take shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? She gonna stand her fucking ground no matter what. A lot of things I said you guys may agree or disagree with, and that's fine. I'm not gonna sit here and come at y'all next for having your views and believing in what you believe in and thinking what you think, because that shit has nothing to do with me. That's you. You know what I'm saying? That's your own person. That's your own mind. I can't sit here and say you're fucking wrong. Don't ever comment on my video on some bullshit. No, for what? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can actually have civil conversations out here. But people just see it as like, no, I believe in this so strongly. I gotta put it on you and you gotta believe it the same way as me. No, bro. No. Fucking A, bro. Big ups and big respects to Madonna. Dead ass. She held her own for real. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know what you guys thought. That's my reaction. If y'all enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'm out.